Hi. So there's a lot of talk about Mercury retrograde, and usually it comes with a lot of I don't know, what's the word for not looking forward to it this? So it's like because people find that their words are jumbled, especially if you speak on videos, doing content, and you trip yourself up and people feel foolish. But what you can do really is just make it a moment of humor. Give it an opportunity for you to laugh at yourself and with people. It's okay to stumble over your words. It's okay. It's actually a moment for you to realize that nobody's perfect. You're not perfect, and that is okay. Um, but also, Mercury retrograde is an opportunity time. It's not a time to, oh my gosh, it's not, Mercury retrograde. Now electronics are going to go haywire, schedules are going to run amok, things are going to be late. And sometimes that can happen. But for the most part, what Mercury retrograde does is allow us to focus on what's important or be more nudged in the direction that we feel is important. Like it heightens what deserves our energy and what doesn't. Like where are those loopholes or what's leaking, what's seeping out in as far as our energy where it doesn't need to go, you know? So it's like an opportunity for the universe to also check you. Like, okay, you're shifting. This is a time shift for you. Before you shift, what do you really want here? Do you want this? Sometimes you'll get a phone call from somebody from your past. You always hear about that. Oh, you'll hear from somebody from your past. And it's not to say, go back to this person. It's to say, okay, sometimes people get tripped up because that first conversation you have, like on day one of the retrograde, it's awesome. You feel like, wow, this is exciting. I miss this person, or what have you. Give it 24 hours. Give it some time, because then the whole reason that it didn't work, well, that's the real retrograde moment, showing you why this was never meant to be. Not for you to jump right away into any decisions based on what comes up on the first day or in the beginning. It's like, can you be patient? Can you let it breathe? Can you relax? Can you be calm? Can you be more intentional? That's what it's really about. So if you can embody calmness, being grounded, and just seeing how things play out and not jump to conclusions, you'll be fine. And laugh at your words being jumbled up. Because a lot of times too, those are those thoughts. If you know a Gemini, Mercury rules Gemini. That's why I say Gemini. But a lot of thoughts, there's so much input. And if you're not used to that, you can because it's so much at once. So you might want to start writing a lot now, your thoughts, take advantage of all of that good information coming at you. So that you don't forget it later. You can just write it down if you find yourself getting downloads. But anyway, let's get into the cards and see what's going to come up for you as far as Mercury retrograde. What's going to test you? What's coming back from your past? What may be some glitches? And, some advice. Wow. Divine timing. Wrong time, right time. Wait. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Mercury retrograde is a time for you to determine if this is the right time to do something or the wrong time. Is this the right person for this time or the wrong person for this time? Is this the right opportunity, job, family decision, whatever affects your life? is this the right time? Or is it not? Why is it a good time? Why is it not? Making those decisions. Also, divine timing, maybe the divine, as far as your path and why you're here, is highlighted. Are you ready to take that opportunity that's in front of you? Are you really ready, or do you need more adjusting? Do you need to let go of some toxicity first? Is something going to hold you back and ruin this opportunity? Any more from this? Thanks. Apple. Wisdom. Death. Actuality. And joy. How wise are you when faced with temptation? The apple is also a symbol of temptation. So, and death is even here, Will you put your life on the line for your temptations? Will you take big risk? Especially with, like I said, Mercury retrograde can bring in tests to see what will you do. Will you throw things away, just for that excitement, or for something that looks good but is not good for you? Or are you wise? They could be regarding many things. Sexuality, actuality is on the card as well. So let's see what else. Oh. Sorry fell to the floor. So sorry, apologies. Somebody coming back to say sorry. And I said this in a video earlier today about leadership. Sorry, saying it doesn't mean a hill of beans. How you act, how you behave. Has someone changed? If they're coming back from your past, since that this is the time for that, are they all talk, full of mouth, as they say? Or are they, have they really changed? And guess what? If they really changed, still doesn't mean that they're meant for you right now. Timing. Congratulations, you changed. I hope that many good things come your way, because this is for you. It wasn't for me that you changed. So that's also something you can keep in mind. Okay, one more. Street, circulation, sports, exhibit. This card is like whatever you make of it type of thing. Street. How you show up, thinking about how you show up, because we do have exhibit here, and I'm just noticing how beautiful and lit up and pretty. Talk about a sight for sore eyes, especially depending on what kind of street it is. I know some streets, you walk up into something like this, it's very attractive, So are you showing up like a bright, clean space, or are you needing some cleaning up? How are you showing up? Not just because of appearance's sake, but how it's a reflection of your inner. Are you glowing? This vendor shop seems to be glowing with light. And if you're not glowing, what do you need to change? What's in your way? Where's your energy leaking to so that you can't glow? All right, that's enough from here. All right, I thought this would show up. Encounter. So, meeting by chance, love at first sight, crush, or again, someone coming back from your past wanting to meet up, have an encounter with you. That will be a decision you have to make. And then we have next, wow, cool down. Yes, I would say you will want to calmer heads prevail, meaning like just let it breathe. Don't jump into anything. Don't make any quick decisions. If it's meant to be, it's not going anywhere next week, next month even. Just relax on that, knowing it is retrograde, okay? Can't make it up. Miss you is next. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me bring that back. Those three, they were just too much like in a row. Let's see. Cool down, miss you, and encounter. And I'm going to get some, get a little tarot on it. Okay, so cool down, miss you, and encounter for this retrograde. The Hierophant came out with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can be like an apology or innocent, sweet connection or love or a child. And then we have that Hierophant here. Tradition. The Most High. Guidance. Let's see. And the Empress. So I'm taking this as like a leader, innocent, childlike, okay? Happens to also be an Empress or an Empress energy, attracting abundance, creative, fertile for good things. Powerful, is she not? She's also a high priestess, so she's aware of spiritual things. She has spiritual knowledge. Wow, okay. What about this person, Spirit? An offer, Ace of Pentacles, information, evidence, let's see. She knows about this offer, she's aware of this information. And then Page of Swords. So I'm watching investments involving that Ace of Pentacles. I see where this is going. So maybe somebody from your past could be watching your investments or watching what's coming in for you, Empress. And you know that because you're the High Priestess. And then we have the Ace of Swords coming out with the Two of Cups. I'm getting that as in this is a person that is connected to you. Maybe from your past that's romantic. At the bottom, we have the Two of Swords. I think this is a blocked connection. And we have Temperance. You could be a Temperance, a Sagittarius, or embodying that balance. Staying during retrograde, you're going to remain balanced and tempered. You're not going to jump into anything, no matter what comes your way. And this is justice for you to be this way. Wow, beautiful. Okay, but it may I could go on and on. A headache for somebody who wants to come rushing in. Okay, we'll stop. But wow, the cards do speak, do they not? So Spirit's just saying, beware. In this case, it's not a maybe. Someone may actually try to use this moment for reconnection, let's say. And it would not be in your best interest, okay? Because they are looking at a pinnacle situation, an investment situation. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Using the elemental oracle deck here. See what elements come up on this retrograde. Possibly a lot of air for that Mercury. Let's see, communication. Oh, a lot. Too much, too much. Okay. Lunar luminescence. Bask in the lunar luminescence, absorbing the intuitive and reflective energies of the moon. So using the moon's energy during this retrograde, what are we going to have? A full moon or a new moon soon? I think we're having a full moon soon. Yes, full moon. And I think, is it a full moon in Virgo? If that's the case, that's a Mercury also sign. So, yeah, that might be a very important time to use the moon's reflective energies. Even if it is just being conscious and aware of it, you don't have to do a big ritual or, you know, you can, but anything done in good, with good intentions, is fine. With a pure heart, you know. But as far as absorbing a glass of water in your windowsill to gather the full moonlight, and then using that however you would like to, whatever guides you, using your intuition. The moon is also about intuition. So going on your intuition and slowing down. Don't make any rash decisions when it comes to anything, spending money, relationships, business ideas. This is a time to observe, then act. You can act, you gotta do. We're always in action. But what I mean is any new things coming up at you, like quick contracts, sign this. No, 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 no. You don't want to do that kind of quick action. Embers of transformation. Witness the embers of transformation within, guiding you through personal growth and change. Yes, that's why I'm saying this is an opportune moment. A lot of transformation and growth, showing that universe what you're made of. Think of it like that, like a game. Okay, I know I'm going to be challenged. I know I'm going to be tested. I know that these things are going to come at me out of the blue. I know I'm going to have these fleeting thoughts. How am I going to show up? How am I going to master self? How am I going to use this as an opportunity for me? It's, you know, it's just all about how your mentality is. One more. And with embers, be fiery about that. Be passionate about using this moment. Looking forward to it. Be excited. Especially for that that full moon. I think it's March 3rd, depending on where you live. Okay, aura awakenings. Experience the awakening energies of the aurora, igniting inspiration and creativity. You will have an awakening. I believe this retrograde, it inspires awakenings for us all. For instance, suppose you become very clear on your path. Whatever happens during this retrograde, you become very clear, you become very focused, you know what you do want. That's an awakening. And then the rest of the year, pretty much, you are zeroing in on, honing in on what you really want. Whether that's relationship, whether that's business. And one more. Celestial currents. Ride the celestial currents, guided by the cosmic energies that shape your destiny. What we've been talking about here, just riding it calmly, just breathe. You know how to do it. Just anything come at you, you can take it. You're going to slow down. You're not going to react. You're not going to be too this or too that about it. And it's shaping your destiny. It has a big part of your destiny. I believe right now we are all headed to some big, I keep saying it's the new earth. So I think all of these cosmic moments are very, very important. And last, I want to get an angel message for Mercury retrograde. What say you about Mercury retrograde? Thank you. Eternal. You are an eternal spark of divinity, spanning dimensions and lifetimes. Take peace in remembering that the light of source energy resides within you, offering a direct connection, I almost said communication, a direct connection to infinite wisdom and unconditional love. So anytime is a good time to connect to God, to the divine, to source. So at this time, especially if you don't know, maybe this is very challenging moment for you, this retrograde. Maybe you're going to need to connect to the Most High, pray, ask questions, journal, write out a letter to God, asking like, I need clarification, or I'm confused and I admit that. I don't know what to do. I don't want to be hasty here. Can you help me out? That's what I'm getting from that. Because you will always have an eternal connection to the Most High. And love. It is your true purpose to love and be loved. For love is the divine force that connects all of creation. Whether you are seeking love or nurturing it, remember that it begins from within yourself. So, again, just like with the last card about eternal connection to the divine, love, you're always, retrograde or not, we are here to love. So remember that. Remember that, to give and receive love, which for me, when it comes to humanity, that's kind of like respect, care, kindness, benefit of the doubt, until you see otherwise. But yeah, that's what it is. So enjoy and look forward to this retrograde. Everything's a blessing from the divine, and so are retrogrades. And I'll see you soon.